Hi everybody, welcome back to the community table. I'm Chef Tim.
And I'm dietitian Kayla. Today we have a handful of amazing recipes for you guys to try. We are highlighting African American cuisine. So Chef Tim, what are we making today?
Yeah, we're making a black-eyed pea salad, jambalaya, okra fritters.
And a sweet potato pie. Okay everybody, let's go ahead and get started.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our jambalaya. First thing is we're gonna go ahead and take a large pot, heat that up with a little bit of olive oil, add in our diced chicken. Then we wanna season that chicken with salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of cayenne. If you like it spicy, just add a little bit more cayenne pepper. We wanna get some nice color on the chicken, nice caramelization. That's just gonna equal some really great flavor. After the chicken is browned on all sides, we can transfer that to a plate. Then we'll add in our andouille sausage, saute for about 5 or 6 minutes until it's brown. Then we can transfer that to the same plate as the chicken. After that, we'll add a little bit of olive oil, and then we can go ahead and saute up our onions, garlic, our peppers, cook that for about 3 to 4 minutes. Add in our celery, add in our tomato paste, the rest of our herbs. Just really want to make sure that this is cooked well, get all of those flavors to blend together. After about 5 minutes, then we'll add our Worcestershire sauce, Tabasco, chicken broth, bring that up to a boil. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our rice, and then also the chicken, sausage back to the pot, return to a boil. Then we want to reduce that heat down to a medium and simmer for about 20 minutes. After it's just about finished, we'll add in our shrimp, add our green onions, chopped parsley, little squeeze of lemon juice, simmer and cover and cook for about 10 minutes.
What I love about the jambalaya and black-eyed pea salad is that we're creating our own Creole seasoning. By doing this, we're actually using less salt and we're controlling the amount of sodium that we're putting into our spice mixes. Typically at the grocery store, we might spend a little bit of extra money on these Creole seasonings. They also tend to have more preservatives and more sodium. So we're using spices that we might already have on hand to create our very own spice mix.
For the okra fritters, we're going to start by mixing the batter. In a large mixing bowl, we'll combine the cornmeal, flour, eggs, onion, buttermilk, salt, pepper, and diced jalapeno, and then fold in this diced okra. Then in a large skillet, we will heat olive oil over medium heat, and then fry the fritters. So drop a spoonful of batter into the hot oil, about 1/4 cup per fritter. We really want to just fry these for about 2 minutes until they're golden brown on all sides. Then scoop those out, drain them on a paper towel, and they're ready to serve. With our black-eyed pea salad, we're going to combine the ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, mix together the black-eyed peas, diced red onion, bell pepper, jalapeno pepper, and half of the diced parsley. Next, we'll prepare the dressing. In a small mixing bowl, combine the lime juice, garlic, Dijon mustard, salt, thyme, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, and black pepper. Slowly mix in the olive oil until it's emulsified. Mix and refrigerate. Pour the dressing over the pea mixture and toss gently. Refrigerate for several hours. Garnish the salad with remaining parsley and ready to serve.
What I love most about this black-eyed pea salad is that we're not just depending on lettuce for this recipe. We're using black-eyed peas, which are a great source of dietary protein and fiber, which helps keep us full and satisfied after this meal. Fiber can also help with maintaining your cholesterol levels and keep your energy balanced throughout the day. For the sweet potato pie, you're gonna start by preparing the crust. In a mixing bowl, you're gonna mix together your flour, salt, oil, and syrup until your mixture is crumbly. Add 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon at a time until your dough holds together. You're then going to press your dough into a 9-inch baking pan. Par bake for about 10 minutes. Next, you're gonna make the filling. In a large bowl, combine your mashed sweet potatoes, eggs, milk, your pure maple syrup, sugar, vanilla, and your spices. Blend until smooth. If you want an even creamier consistency, use an immersion blender. Then assemble and bake. Pour your filling into a prepared crust. You're going to smooth it on top and bake at 350 degrees for 45 to 50 minutes or until the center is set and the edges are slightly browned. You are then gonna let cool before slicing. Want extra protein? Add about 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt or silken tofu to your pie filling. You can also dop with a dollop of Greek yogurt or coconut whipped cream right before serving.
All right, Kayla, this looks awesome. I can't wait to try it.
Yeah, me too. Let's go ahead and dig in.
So good.
So good. I'm really tasting a lot of the spices here, and I think a lot of that is because we actually dialed back on the amount of sugar that we used in this recipe. We cut it by half. So we're kind of tasting all these other flavors.
Yeah, it's not overly sweet, so it really allows you to taste all the other ingredients.
And what do you think about the pie crust?
I think the pie crust is great. It's got a really nice kind of flaky element to it.
Ooh, okay. And we actually used an almond flour pie crust for this, lower in carbohydrates, higher in protein, and it's such a wonderful option.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, can't wait for everybody to taste this.
My name is Tanya Harris. I am from Portland, Oregon, but my roots are from the South. That's where Daddy is from, and we've got his stories have become my stories. So jambalaya and sweet potato pie, black-eyed peas, those are all a staple in our family. Throw in some fried chicken, some macaroni and cheese, and you've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For the most part, this was different because I have never had black-eyed peas cold before. In my life. So that was very different and very fresh. You know, just the taste of the different vegetables coming together with the black-eyed peas being cut fresh, you know, from produce was very, very, very tasty. I have to say my absolute favorite was the pie that the young lady made. She put less sugar in it, and yet it was still so good. And even though it was soft, it was still just very, 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 very tasty. But that alongside the jambalaya was absolutely my favorite, probably.
All right, Chef Tim, so what do you think?
Yeah, the food was delicious, pretty easy to prepare.
Yeah.
Lots of colors.
Lots of colors, lots of flavor, absolutely amazing and delicious. So we cannot wait for you guys to try these recipes at home.
Yeah, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.